Hi guys, so it's Haley, so welcome back to my channel. It has been, again, a little bit of a while since I made a video. It's October now, so I hope you guys are all having a really exciting October. Unfortunately, I haven't even gotten around to doing any of the spooky fun festivities of October because I actually got a new job recently. So I've been really busy with that, and it's really exciting. So I haven't been to any haunted houses or pumpkin patches or anything fun like that. So hopefully there's 2 weeks left of October and I can squeeze that in hopefully. Let me know if you guys think of any like fun things to do. I feel like there's like a lot of fun stuff to do during October, but then I also like run out of ideas to do. So comment down below what you guys do for fun in October. So that's all besides the point of it being October. It's just, it's my favorite time of the year and I wanted to bring it up. But I finally am making my top 10 favorite eyeshadow palettes video. I got a couple of requests to do this a while back, and I have been wanting to for a while, but I kept putting it off, and then I wasn't filming, and now here we are. So this is going to be my top 10 favorite eyeshadow palettes. Some of these are really small palettes, and I don't know if they're even considered eyeshadow palettes, but they are now. So let's get started on this. So my number 10, this is the Bobbi Brown Nude Drama Palette. This is such a pretty, I actually bought this just for like kind of when I do like makeup on my friends and stuff for like occasions. I feel like this is such a pretty palette. Like it's such a wedding or like a bridal looking palette, but I mean, I don't even do makeup for weddings, but I feel like, I mean, I've done makeup for weddings, but not on brides. And that's kind of why I got this, was it's like that really pretty, elegant, smoky eye look, and I just really like it. Even for me, if I need to go some more fancy, this is a go-to. It's really pretty. It's a beautiful palette. Number 9. This palette would have been higher up, but I have started to find some patchiness every now and then in the formula, but I still do really like it. This is the Just Peachy Mattes palette from Too Faced. This, I've showed you guys this on my channel before. It is really pretty. I love peaches. I love browns. It's my weakness. So this is just my dream come true for that smoky eye of peaches and browns. So lots of different peaches to choose from. So that is number 9. Number 8, this is kind of what I'm talking about. Some of these aren't super big palettes or even considered palettes. Like this is like an eyeshadow quad. I don't know if it's the same thing, but this is my, if I'm having like a purple eyeshadow look, this is probably what I'm using. It's the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Quad in Plum. I've used this for lots of makeup looks, a lot of my character looks, and it's just really pretty. So yeah, I am going to include it in this because I like it more than a lot of the eyeshadow palettes I do have. Number 7. This isn't even a palette. It's not. I know it isn't, but this is like my favorite thing of life. I didn't take it out of the packaging because I'm stupid. So you guys probably remember back in the day when these were really big, the Melt makeup stacks. This was the Lovesick, I think. Yeah, the Lovesick stack. And it's like 4 pretty big sized eyeshadows in this little cute, this is, I love the format of this because they're like singles, but they're magnetic and stick on top of each other. So there's a purple one. There's that one. Did I already show you guys the red one? I don't remember if I did. That's why I bought the palette, or the stack, whatever. It's like a mini palette, I guess, in stack form. So I do really like this a lot. The red shade is just my life. So if you're looking for a perfect jarred away red, like eyeshadow, this is perfect. You can also order it singly, I think. And that shade, once again, is Lovesick. That's why the whole quad was named that. So number, what was that, 7? Yeah, so this is number 6. You guys are probably like, what the fuck, Haley? Because just in the middle, there's like these random things that aren't, this is a palette. This is a mini palette, okay? It is a palette. But it's really small. And it's red colors. So this is perfect for traveling for me. This is from Huda Beauty. I keep not listing the palettes until after I already talk about them. This is the Warm Brown Obsessions. I don't know why it's called Warm Brown Obsessions because there's a lot of reds in here. But, I mean, I guess there's like 2 browns. But this is perfect for on the go for me. I love it because the formula is so good that I can depend on it whether I need to go to something important and I need to pack this with me. I know that this is going to make my makeup look good and it's going to look bomb. So I like this more than full-size palettes that I have, like big red eyeshadow palettes. So she's a good one. I recommend. I think that these were actually sold out for a while. I don't know if they restocked them. They had lots of different colors. This is the only one I have. I want to try the purple one too, though. Wow, these are just, my palettes are really hard to get to because I'm an idiot. Number 5. This, I should have put this higher, and I would have in this list, but I don't feel like I use it to its full potential because I'm a basic bitch, and it's really hard for me to get the motivation to do a bright green or blue smoky eye because it's hard. So you can hear my door opening because my dogs are like walking in and out. This palette is the Kat Von D Metal Matte palette. It came out around Christmas, like 2016 or so, or 2015. I don't know. I think 2016. But look at this color range. It's just beautiful. So anytime I need like a color that's not typically in a palette, like a bright green or whatever, I go for this. It's a huge palette too, and I like that it has mattes and it has these weird like sheeny, I keep opening this, I'm really sorry. It has these weird, whoops, colors up here that are very, very glittery, like intensely glittery. Wow, I scratched one of these apparently. They're almost like pressed, wow, you could see me. Let's not do that. They're almost like pressed glitters, and that's fantastic. I just feel like this is it's a gem of an eyeshadow palette, so I am including that. It's huge. Adrian actually got this for me for Christmas, like I said, in like 2015 or 2016. So number 4, this again is just a staple for colors for me. This is the Pastel Goth palette by Kat Von D. It's really cute packaging wise. It looks like a little chocolate bar to me. I don't know why. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like it reminds me of a little chocolate bar. The colors on this are just so light and pretty, and I feel like I don't have, like, I've never had a yellow like that before. And then all these others, these pastel bright colors, so I just love it. I don't use this palette as much as I should, but it is one of my favorites because I just get really beautiful looks with it, and whenever I need any of these really light creamy shades, she's the go-to. Number 3, this was hard. This was really hard because I did want to put those other two kind of in this place, but I use this a lot. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light eyeshadow palette. This is whenever I have a black smoky eye on or really dark eyes, this is probably what I'm wearing because it's so dependable for me. I know that I'm going to get good payoff in the eyeshadow and it's going to look dark and dramatic like how I like it. So she's a little beat up. This is one of my first palettes that I owned, so she's not very pretty, but you guys have probably seen this before. It's a beloved gem from Sephora. I think it's a very highly rated product. I just love it because it has some kind of cool toned browns in it, and that's what I love for black smoky eyes. So I love this palette. You guys know I love black eyeshadow. So number 3. Well, that was number 3. Number 2. This is where things get really emotional for me. Really weird. This was my number 1 favorite eyeshadow palette for years. It was everyone's favorite eyeshadow palette. And I know you guys are going to be like, honey, that palette was popular like 2 or 3 years ago. Like, we have other things now. This still, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette is a staple. And I don't care how many other palettes they release. The color scheme on this is just beautiful. And it'll always be one of my favorites. It was my favorite until I recently got a palette that knocked it off of my number 1, like being my number 1 favorite palette. But this palette, you guys know what this looks like, I would hope. If you don't, you're wrong. But it's lots of reds, red toned colors, and it's just so beautiful because you can use it for a really dramatic red smoky eye, but you can also use it for just like a brown smoky eye. So she will always be like one of my top palettes, and she would have been number 1 if this next palette that I'm going to mention didn't knock her off of that. Number 1, this palette is the Lime Crime Venus palette. I hadn't tried it for years, but it finally went on sale. I've been wanting it, but I just kept going, no, you don't need that. The colors aren't that great. You don't even need it. I was a lying ass bitch. This palette is perfection, and I love it so much that when I got it, I used it for like 2 or 3 weeks straight without using another palette. And it knocked Anastasia Beverly Hills on her ass because I like this palette more. And I never thought I would say that. But the colors are a little weird, I feel like. Here, I'm gonna like show you them up close because they're so pretty. Wow, this is like not focusing on them. But it has kind of like a purple tone. It looks like khaki or something, but that tone right there, I use that like almost every time I do my makeup anymore. And then these colors are like these pinky kind of tones. This is a beautiful highlight. This brown is like the best chocolate brown ever. And then, I mean, this is kind of like a red pink. I don't know. You guys know I love red. So if a palette has like a red, it's already kind of just a good chance I'm going to like it. But the formula on these is phenomenal. I wore these to Escape the Fate like last month. And I was out like all night. Not all night, but I, you know, was at that show for a long time. And then I was hanging out with the band afterwards and stuff too. And it did not like crease in my eye at all. I didn't even have to touch up my eyeshadow that night. So this kind of is a go-to now. I mean, not kind of, because it's my #1 favorite eyeshadow palette now. But I know I can depend on this. I know it's going to stay on my eyes. The formula is fantastic. It's really pigmented and there's not a whole lot of fallout on it. So yeah, this is #1. If you guys haven't tried this, I really recommend it. I now need to get my ass in gear and get the other ones. They have like 3 other palettes that I really want now. So, but this is the original Venus palette. So, but I do like the color scheme in this so far the best out of looking at them. But I think it's the 3rd one is just gorgeous. The like pinky toned one, and I really want that next. So, yeah, so this was my top 10 favorite eyeshadow palettes. Comment video ideas down below, other makeup product videos you would like to see of like my favorites or anything in general. I know favorites videos are a little redundant on my channel sometimes. I haven't done one in a while now, but you guys do seem to like them. So I apologize to the people who are getting annoyed with them, but I have gotten requests for these, so that's why I'm doing them. But that is all for now. I will see you guys on the next one. I love you guys so much, and bye.